What's up, Leadership Lab? We have a bonus question here talking about incentives. If you're an employer of some kind, a manager in a position of authority, when you're dealing with other people, there are incentives in place. And this question is, what are my thoughts are with team incentives and different approaches with regards to incentives? I have a controversial take on this. Because it is a yes and type approach. Okay. Firstly, the simplest way to look at this is look at the incentives in your organization and do they align with the behavior that you'd like to see in your people. And if the incentives don't align, there will always be a rub. This is a very technical problem. Make the incentives align to the behavior that you would like. Right? So a classic one, for example, is if you want someone to be hungry and go out and make more sales, then probably the pay structure should support behavior that rewards going out and making more sales over just logging hours in the office. For example, very easy structure, very easy concept. But the other side of this, which is probably the reason why this individual is asking the question, is it's not that simple. Right? I think we all know either by experience or by intuition that dangling carrots is not a great way to get the best behavior out of humans. We're sort of smarter than, a mouse on a hamster wheel. Okay, and so the other side of this incentives conversation comes down to differentiating external motivators like a pay structure or a reward system or a structure for advancement in terms of roles. These are all externalized motivators. Important, we would call this necessary but not sufficient. The goal is to have those and an internal locus of control, an internal motivator, intrinsic motivation. And so this comes from a more adaptive perspective, which is culturally speaking, organizationally speaking, does the entity draw out the best behaviors in the organization separate of pay structure, hiring and promotion structure, etc. Right? And so are people feeling like they are stepping into their best selves? Do they feel motivated to express their peak potential because of the cultural design of your organization? And if not, then you're always going to have to try to entice with a stick and carrot type of structure, which is pretty fragile, doesn't have a long lifespan. But if people in your organization will express their best effort and perform at their highest level because that is the nature of the culture, now you're cooking with gas. You do that and align incentives that are external, and I think you have a winning solution.